Let's run through some of these stats real quick. You've got a 284 lifetime batting average, over 2,700 hits, almost 2,800, 630 home runs. You've got 10 gold gloves, 7 silver sluggers, 13-time All-Star, 2016 Hall of Fame inductee, George Kenneth Griffey Jr., one of the greatest baseball players of all time, certainly the greatest baseball player of my generation. And today we're going to take a look at most certainly the greatest baseball sneaker of all time, the Air Griffey Max 1. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shad, and as usual, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, you're missing out. Make sure to hit that button, and if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit that like button on your way out as well. So I just returned back from Seattle for I don't know how many times I've been in the last year, enough to be able to say that I am an honorary citizen of Seattle at this point. But I love the city, I love the vibes out there. One of the things that I had to do when I was out in Seattle was check out the stadium, make sure I paid my respects to the kid. I went over there and checked out his statue, caught a baseball game last year. You know, I'm not a big Seattle Mariners fan. Matter of fact, the only reason why I would wear anybody other than my team, which is the Chicago White Sox, is for this guy, Ken Griffey Jr. here. Hands down, one of my favorite baseball players of all time. Frank Thomas, as you guys may or may not know if you've watched any of my older videos, is my all-time favorite baseball player, and then also Darryl Strawberry. And Griffey was just that guy. And this shoe in particular is a new spin on a classic. You've got the Air Griffey Max 1, this time in a Independence Day red, white, and blue colorway. Now, I believe this shoe actually dropped on the Nike website today, which is June 28th. Retail price is $170. I actually got these a couple of weeks ago, I believe off of Foot Locker for that same price, and just now doing a video since I've returned back home. But I wanted to share these with you guys because I love this shoe, but there are also some things about it that I don't really like too much, specifically with this colorway. I'm gonna start off with some of the things that I don't really like about this shoe. And I'll say that, for one, this shoe feels really cheaply constructed. Of course, you've got synthetic materials, you've got a synthetic leather, you've got this what feels like a Durabuck, you know, it just feels really cheap. But also on the toe box, if you see the construction of the toe box, it's not really clean, and you know, you press on it and it feels just feels really cheap. If you've ever worn the Griffey Max 1, these aren't the most comfortable shoes to wear at all. It's a heavy shoe, for one. There's not a lot of give in this shoe. There's a lot of discomfort if you're wearing it for long periods of time as well. Although they do look crazy cool on feet, it's just not a comfortable shoe. You've got that synthetic leather on the upper here, and then you've got this very short-haired nubuck, you know, obviously not real. You've got a foam midsole here. You've got the heel and forefoot air units there. You got the rubber outsole with the flame on the heel, the flame ball on the heel. You got the red hits on the print there on the forefoot. And, you know, very simple, nothing too crazy. You got a speed lace system, and then the tongue itself is a neoprene, but it's a boot actually, which makes this shoe very difficult to put on as well. You can't just slip these on and go on about your day. That's why you've got the 2 pull tabs there. You really got to throw them on and use that pull tab to get your foot in there nice and snug. One of the cooler features is you got the strap across the upper here as well. I like to leave my strap a little loose, you know, covering over the jeans. You know, it's a little old school. You know, my jeans aren't as big as they used to be, so I might not be able to pull that off as much, but I still like to have the strap loose a little bit. I think it just looks a little bit cooler than to leaving the shoe strapped on. Post a comment below. Let me know how you would rock these. You know, what's your style? Official colors on this sneaker are white, old royal, and gym red. Now that red's a little bit more of like gives me a little bit more of a dark violet, you know, pinkish vibes. It's not as deep of a red as you would expect to see. It's a little bit different than what I would normally grab, but you know, feeling festive for the 4th of July, I thought these were a good pickup for sure. On the heel, you've got the vertical swoosh. You know, you don't see that too often. I like to see it on this shoe. Looks really cool. You've got a white insole with red lettering and Nike Air. That's about it, man. I can't really say too much more. You know, I'm always checking for the Griffeys. I like the colorways that they come out with, you know, especially over the last decade or so. They've been coming out with a lot of colors. I like the gray with the little hits of teal that came out. I think that was 2011, I believe. I can't remember, man, my time is escaping me. And I also like the Cincinnati red colorway. I have the Fresh Waters. I had the teal joints, the aqua joints that just came out. And you know, I've ran through a few pairs of these and I really love this shoe. Being a baseball fan, being a former baseball player, this brings back so many memories. You know, also, it's like watching Michael Jordan. When you watch Griffey wearing these, you know, he was doing spectacular things in center field. He was doing crazy things with the bat. I'm telling you, the sweetest swing in baseball. Man, everything about Griffey was just incredible. And, you know, like I said, I will always, you know, be checking for these. There's a San Francisco colorway that's coming out soon as well. At first, I wasn't really feeling it. I thought it was more gimmicky, that, you know, Nike was trying to go after all of these baseball teams and you're just gonna drop a colorway for every team. But the more I look at the shoe, I like it. I like the cream upper, you know, with the orange and the black. You know, it's a good hit. And also, if there's a backstory behind it, you know, that makes it a little bit more compelling for me to, you know, to cop the sneaker. But, you know, we'll see when it comes out. You know, you might see me with it. But once again, post a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the Air Griffey Max 1. Is this the best baseball sneaker of all time? And if not, what is your favorite baseball sneaker? There aren't too many that are out there. You know, I can name a few of them, you know, between Deion Sanders and like Frank Thomas, just because those were, you know, some of the bigger names that I was checking for back in the day. Where does the Griffey signature line stack up against your all-time favorite signature lines of shoes? From, you've got Allen Iverson, you've got Charles Barkley, you've got Michael Jordan, of course. You know, you've got Grant Hill, Shaq. You've got so many different athletes who've had their own lines of signature shoes. Deion Sanders. You know, where do these sit? Because for me, this is definitely an all-time, and it's a personal preference for me, being a baseball player. But you know, I think this shoe single-handedly is one of the top 10, 15 greatest sneakers of all time, in my opinion. You know, as far as, you know, style's concerned, it becomes a situation where you start to oversaturate the market and it becomes difficult to enjoy the sneaker the way you used to. But, you know, it's all business, it's all good. You know, as a sneaker fan, it doesn't stop me, that doesn't deter me. You know, but it does make me just, you know, want to take it easy a little bit from time to time on the shoe. Like, oh, slow down. Like that Los Angeles colorway in this, that's a no-go for me. That is definitely not something I'm not picking that up. You're not going to see that on my foot. I just, you know, I don't know where Nike was going with that one, but it's a no. It's a no-go, but that's all I got, you guys. Stay tuned, man. I'm pumping out this content regularly. Make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell so you're not missing out on the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And until the next time, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be easy. Peace.